So over these past 7 months, I went from $43.14 in my bank account to now being at over $17,000 reoccurring. And in this video, I wanted to explain the simple mindset shift that helped me get there in such a short amount of time. And in order to explain this mindset shift the best, I think it's important to take you through the past 3 years of my life and how I actually got to this point. So 3 years ago, I moved from Seattle, Washington, and I moved to Arizona to actually become a personal trainer at Lifetime. And working there 4 months, I really hated my life, like with a passion. And by the end of the 4 months, it got so bad. I remember driving down to Lifetime, literally screaming in my car, I hate my life. I hate my life. And I quit, right? And then from there, I bought like $2,000 of Big Five sporting equipment and started going to people's homes instead. And that was a massive transformation for me. And really, it helped me find the potential in being an entrepreneur and seeing that it is truly possible to make money for myself. Right. And so after that, I actually started white labeling a meal prep company. So I actually reached out to like 30, 40 local meal prep companies and told them I would build out a website and basically do free SEO and marketing for them. And I would just get a percentage off each meal. So then I started doing that and was fairly successful as that at that while doing the training at the same time. And then I got into selling insurance. And so that's when I started getting really good at selling life insurance over the phone. And it helped me get great at sales, triple dialing people, handling objections, doing all that stuff. And I made even more money doing that. I made about 20, 30K within 3 months, right? And then after that, that was last year, the beginning of last year. After that, I pretty much put all my money into courses. Rudy Mauer's course was like 7,500. Wes Watson's was like 10 grand. Client Ascension was another 10 grand. And then a bunch of Go High Level courses and other email marketing courses, which eventually led me to be negative 10K in credit card debt at the beginning of this year, all the way up until February 16th of this year. Now, this part is important because now I teach a lot of affiliates and other people to create their own SEO agency and be successful like I am. But I feel like what's lacking in a lot of these people, a lot of their mentalities, is the fact that they simply don't want it enough. And this simple mindset shift will help you become more successful than you ever have, right? So when I was at the point where I was negative 10K in credit card debt, and I seriously had to consider buying small things like going to Costco and not having to buy, I couldn't buy fruit, right, at Costco because I didn't want to rack up more debt, right? When you go through hard times and you go through experiences like this, where there's only one option, and that's just to cold call 200 people plus a day and just do anything that it takes to become successful, I guarantee you, you will be successful. But the problem is, too many people are too comfortable with either their job or some kind of income that they're currently getting in their current situation, and they simply don't want success bad enough, so they will never achieve it, right? And it doesn't matter how good my coaching is, how good my programs are, or anything like that, how good my system is to get clients, which I think is bulletproof, right? It does not matter if you simply do not want it enough. And I can't stress this the most, right? So again, when I was 10K in credit card debt, I simply woke up in a panic, right? And then I went downstairs and just started cold calling right away. And that was my priority. So I woke up every morning and just did the hardest thing possible. And once I dialed 200 people while triple dialing people, so you're really calling like 500 times pretty much, right? Then I knew I was doing pretty much everything I could to become successful. And I was at least okay with that, right? But some people, I don't even know how you can live with yourself by not even putting in enough effort to become successful and do what you're supposed to do. Now I get on some of these coaching calls with people, right, in other courses in communities, and I hear people asking about, how can I use AI to sell for me? How can I use AI to do outreach? And what that tells me is you're simply just avoiding the hard things. You're avoiding the cold calls, and you're avoiding the things that you know in your heart that you should be doing, just like I was avoiding these things last year and the year before that, right? I knew in my heart that I was not working hard enough, but I was having income coming in from my training business, from white labeling my meal prep company, from my insurance. And the only thing that made me switch gears and say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to do whatever it takes to become successful was the point where I was just dead broke. And that was all that I could do, was try my hardest, because if I didn't, I would fail. You guys need to shift gears and try to think that if you don't cold call hundreds of people every day, if you're not doing the things that you should be doing, waking up early and just doing everything you can possible, sacrificing weekends. I sacrificed so many weekends within the past 2 years, so many friends, people hitting me up left and right. I said, no, 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 no. I told everybody that I was broke, right? I was just honest the whole time. And I lost like a couple years of my life, right? And this truly is the only way, if you ask me, to be successful, because nothing in my life changed until I did the work. So I really, truly hope I'm able to inspire some of you to do the same from this video. And thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.